Welcome to Truth, Money, and Freedom. Today is Wednesday, May 15th, 2019. Hey, gang, need to show you something here. Cryptocurrencies are on the move and they're still going up. 248 billion on the market cap. And Bitcoin dominance is, Bitcoin's still flexing its muscle, 57.1%. And I wanted to do this video today, and I know I get thumbs down videos on cryptocurrencies, and that's okay. I mean, I got thick skin, I can take it. But basically, I'm trying to help you understand an idea, which is basically hedging your bets with precious metals. I know there's a lot of stackers in our subs here on YouTube, and that's cool. And man, I love you guys. I'm a stacker too, and have been since I was 14 years old. So that means, without me giving away my age, which I always do, I've been stacking for over 30 years, 30. So I have some gold too, but nothing like I have with silver. But I'm also in cryptocurrency, and I've explained why, I think, on previous videos, but I'm going to actually help you understand a little bit more, especially since it's in the news. And if you're on YouTube, the predictions, the wild predictions on where this is going next is pretty insane, but that's what they always did before. And now these guys are getting excited, man. We've just come out of a brutal 16-month bear market. But it's important that I show you some perspective on this after I talk about this. So we have every single prediction you can imagine, from a massive pullback down to 3,000 on Bitcoin, all the way to Bitcoin's going to 100,000 on this bull run. And everything in between. In fact, there's one guy whose view I'm coming to actually start to respect a little bit, is saying that we're going to have a minor pullback in May, and May's not over yet, but we only have half of it left. We'll have a minor pullback in May, and then the bull market will resume. It's just going to be a consolidation. Let's not even call it a massive pullback. It's not like there's going to be a 40% pullback. It's not going to be like that. We're just talking about a consolidation. And we're familiar with from the markets back in 2017, how they work with cryptocurrencies. That is probably the most likely scenario, is that we'll have Bitcoin actually making maybe a 10 to 20% pullback. And that's what we call a consolidation. That is not a crash during a bull market. And then it's just going to take off again. That is probably the most likely of all the scenarios. However, I'm not a financial consultant, and I don't try to predict these markets. I am just echoing what others are predicting is all I'm doing. But I wanted to show you guys what Bitcoin has done in the last 3 months. And the reason being is because it was 3 months ago when I started putting out videos on Truth, Money, and Freedom on our new podcast channel. And I did talk about Bitcoin shortly after I started the channel. But let's take a look at where Bitcoin's gone in 3 months. See, 3 months ago, started the channel, 3,600 bucks. You guys, $3,600 for Bitcoin 3 months ago. Where is it now? It is at 8,000. 250% gains, or 2.5 times gains. Now, where have gold and silver got us during that time? Oh, before you start flaming me and throwing the thumbs down, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said that way. But I'm telling you, you got to hedge your gold and silver. You got to get a little bit of Bitcoin. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying give up on gold and silver. I'm not giving up on gold and silver. I have never sold any silver or gold in my life. I've given a little bit away, but I've never sold it. And by the way, I gave it away to family. It's usually gifts, Christmas, birthday gifts, especially with, the grandkids and niece and nephew. And I've done it that way. And that's a great way to get kids to save money, is give them their gift in the form of silver. Silver is a wonderful gift. Okay, once again, back to the subject at hand. Blockchain technology backs up cryptocurrencies. That is the technology that's going to change the world. This is the product it has right now, is cryptocurrencies. But I guarantee you there's going to be more products coming out on blockchain technology, a lot more. Every software is going to want to run on the blockchain at some point in time, or use blockchain to make it work properly. This, this is technology that will change the world as in the same way that the internet changed the world back in the 90s. And I was there, gang, and so were most of you. You guys remember what life was like before the internet, and I'm sure that you remember the naysayers saying, "Oh, the internet's just a fad. That thing's not going anywhere. That's just a fad. It's like hula hoops. There was a lot of that in the media when the internet came out. A lot of it, and I remember it. So that is what literally was, I would say, for the most part, the issues with the internet at the time was a naysaying media. And this is important to understand. What made the internet popular was email. That's what started. In this case, what's making blockchain technology popular is cryptocurrencies. But the internet blossomed into something much bigger that encompassed many more things than just email. And right now it's carrying cryptocurrencies. Tomorrow it's going to be carrying corporate books. It's going to be carrying, I imagine pretty much any technology you can imagine that's computer related will be using blockchain at some point to do something for it that will help prevent problems or make it more efficient or just bring out new technologies and new ideas that no one thought of before you had a blockchain to actually run it. I submit to you this is the same thing. So, are you an innovator when you get into cryptocurrencies and start trading cryptocurrencies? Well, kind of. If you're using cryptocurrency as a currency and you're buying things with it, you are definitely strengthening the use case for cryptocurrencies. People are tired of the dollar. They're tired of it. I mean, a currency that constantly goes down. If you have dollars and you stuff them under your mattress for a year and then take them out for a rainy day, they've lost a lot of value. That's the problem with currency. That is not true with Bitcoin. Bitcoin, well, of course, it went through a big market crash. But if you bought Bitcoin back in 2017, you were picking it up for 600 bucks. Look at it now. It's 8,000. If you had Bitcoin when it first came out, you were picking them up for 3 pennies a piece, 3 pennies per Bitcoin. You could have bought them all. Look where you'd be now. The use case is growing, not just for cryptocurrencies, but for blockchain. So I'm telling you, gang, those of you who are into gold and silver, I love you. I really, truly do. I have been with you all this time. But I'm saying it's a good idea to hedge a little bit. Get a little bit of Bitcoin is my personal, that's what I've done. That's what I've done for me and my family. I don't want to tell anyone what to do, and I'm not a financial consultant. Never have been, never will be. But I do tell people what I do, and I explain why I do it. And these are the reasons why. I just pretty much explained them here. But the use case is growing. And Bitcoin in the last 3 months has gone up 250%. I mean, you'd have to be really good at trading options to be able to get 250%, in 3 months. I'm not, and by the way, that's just you literally buying Bitcoin and holding on to it, for the value. There's other things you can do with Bitcoin. Like I said, there's use cases. You can actually use it to buy things online. And look at, if you bought it 3 months ago, let's just say, well, gosh, I wanted to buy, a greenhouse for my backyard, but I only have $1,000. Well, gosh darn it, put that $1,000 in Bitcoin and wait a few months, and then you can have your $4,000 greenhouse. You see what I mean? People are tired of currencies that are constantly going down in value. They're tired of it. But cryptocurrencies seem to be going up in value. And yes, that's easy to say right now at this moment. I get it. And the last 16 months have been brutal, and I mean brutal. But I mean, I have faith that people understand they need to get out of government-controlled currencies. So, but yes, I do have gold and silver. You bet. And I'm still accumulating. I've never stopped. I have never stopped. I buy Chris Dwayne pieces. I have shown videos on this. That's all I do. And I got a few Star Wars pieces too in the last 2.5 years. But I wanted to share with you some thoughts and show you the strength of Bitcoin in 3 months. And there are wild predictions all over the internet. I'm not going to ascribe or subscribe to any one individual views. But what seems to be more likely is a consolidation in the cryptocurrency market cap. I don't want to say just Bitcoin. I know a lot of people do because it is 57% of this entire market. 2,177 coins. Bitcoin holds 57% of that value. So I understand why people just single out Bitcoin. But I think there will be a consolidation, and it will be a pretty short one. It'll last less than a month. And then cryptocurrency is going to start going back up again. So why do I say that? Well, number one, someone that I kind of am starting to respect his predictions on cryptocurrency said that. But also number two, that was the pattern we had all throughout the year of 2017. It was, go up for a month and then consolidate for a month, then go up for a month, consolidate for a month. Everyone remembers that who was in cryptocurrencies. And if we resume those old patterns, that's something you want to consider. Now, how bad is a consolidation going to be? I don't know. I mean, is it going to go down? Is the whole market going to go down 40, 50%? I don't know. I really don't know. I'm very bad at predicting things. I'm much better at predicting world financial and political events. Those are easier for me. It just make more sense. But at any rate, consider it, gang. That's all I say. Consider getting a little bit of crypto in with your gold and silver. Or if you're, just a plain crypto guy, I'd say the same thing right back. Go ahead and get yourself some precious metals. Don't throw it all on Bitcoin. I mean, what if that EMP does come? And then you're screwed. If you have some precious metals, basically you'll be able to still transact. Well, of course, you can transact with cigarettes and storable food and gold and silver as well. I get that. But at any rate, I hope I have conveyed that message well enough. I think I'm going to leave it alone. As the crypto market continues going up, I think I will start reporting on individual cryptos and the news coming out with those cryptos. But that's only to put it in the forefront of, basically in your mind, understand use cases for Bitcoin, use cases for Ethereum, use cases for Bitcoin Cash to make you understand this stuff is taking off. Whether or not you're getting on that plane is up to you. But this stuff actually is going to change the world. And it just so happens these blockchains are really only doing cryptocurrencies right now, but they're going to be something much, much bigger in the future, I promise you. I promise you, this is revolutionary technology for a whole bunch of different reasons. And I'm going to ask you guys if you would like me to actually find 4 Satoshis, also goes by Network Effect, and do another interview with him. On our old channel, we did an interview with him. And if you comment in the section below that you would like to know more about Bitcoin, if you'd like to know more about blockchain and how it works, please throw it in the comment section, and we'll see what we can do to start doing some interviews again. Particularly with 4 Satoshis, very intelligent guy, very smart guy. I have a lot of respect for him, and he knows blockchain, the Bitcoin blockchain, like no one I've ever even talked to before. So if you had specific questions, we could do a live interview in Discord. And we'd, of course, promote it so you guys would know it in advance. You guys can ask questions real time while the podcast is being recorded. Just let us know in the comment sections. But I need to wrap this up because I got to get back to work. But I did want to, once again, convey the idea that this is something we all need to pay attention to with these cryptos. And equally, if you're only in crypto, I've done lots of videos on silver. I hope you're paying attention to those. You should get a little bit of silver too. So have a little bit of silver, a little bit of gold, a little bit of crypto. I mean, that just seems to be the thing that makes the most sense right now. Okay, once again, thank you so much for spending a few minutes, and more than just a few minutes. I'm sorry about that. I get long-winded. Thank you for liking the videos. Thank you for commenting. I love your comments. I always love your comments, gang. And thank you for sharing videos when and if you do. We do appreciate that as well. We're relatively new on YouTube, so basically that's how the word gets out, is by people sharing the videos. And I realize that you only have a certain amount of time to watch videos, and if you're choosing to watch Truth, Money, and Freedom, we're honored. We're absolutely honored by that. Thank you very much. Again, thank you. Have a wonderful day. God bless you all.